Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to this series. In this series, and in today's episode, guys, we'll be looking at how to simulate error. We have seen error before when we were talking about delay, but I kind of didn't really want to point it out. When you set the status code as 500 as an example, that is kind of like your internal server error. So you can set up whatever error you have. But when we talked about error there, so you saw the application failing, but I didn't really want to explain it there. So let's talk about it here in detail. So here, if I just expand this out, so here, so make the same call, the same place again, but this time around, these are just, like I said, these are just the two parameters that you need to reply with, and there will be an error. So depending on the error, it could be error 404, something like that, whatever it is you want to do. In this case, is error 500. You can also put the error body here. When you run the test, you will get an error. So this will catch it here. You try to type Boris Johnson and its password correctly, but this thing wouldn't be able to accept that because it will just give you an error. And you can see register or probably something like login because it wouldn't succeed. So let's go and run this test and see. The test name is mock07, and let's run it and see what happens. It wouldn't actually, it will give you an error. So we're going to go to spec, we're going to go to error, mock7 error. So there you go. So the test will pass, but you can see the error here. I made the test to pass because its assertion will simply just be looking for this register. So if I hover here, if you look over here, you see that it will be unregistered because it didn't really log in, or maybe you can just look for sign in, something like that. But you can see it didn't log in, even though the username and passwords are correct. The mock will just return an error 500. If you go, also if you actually inspect, I suppose that you should really see that. But let's quickly see. So you can see section is giving you an error here. It didn't log in. It's just giving you error, internal server error. And that's how you can test that scenario to see what this website or web application will do when error occurs. It's really an interesting one, really. Guys, consider to help me grow by subscribing to this channel, please. Thank you.